Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies, and we have a showdown coming up in the land of enchantment. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
7, Nevada, 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a 1st down play. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Lewis wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Using his legs, it's Watkins. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Ready to try the point after. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Inside the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, New Mexico State 14, Nevada 0.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They move the tight end all over. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
DB's right up on the receivers. shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nevada. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Oh, look out, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, and the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Lewis wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Here's the handoff. On the move is the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. They get to the line quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Smith. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. New Mexico State now working from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's right on target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, New Mexico State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the returner will be knocked down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The hand to the running back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Nevada going quickly. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can stay in the formation or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity. A great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide out in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Got it past the marker. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nevada going quickly.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Lewis wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. He'll keep it on the draw. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. This Nevada offense really has it going. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Nevada, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Lewis to throw. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the back. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Nevada going quickly. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. He lobs one high down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Uncorks it. Got his man. Gets away from one. He's got space. The expressway is wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nevada!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Stevens. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, New Mexico State 31, Nevada 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. It's a draw. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative.
Oh, and boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Sweet cut there. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you could be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Can anyone catch him? Strikes the blow. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, New Mexico State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
38, Nevada, 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plows through the defense. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Talk about the speed, Mac. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Lewis wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. Looking to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick-6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.